Hey guys, welcome to the Bayern View. Hope you guys are all doing well. I've literally just got home. I've got my dinner next to me, which I hope is not cold. No, it's not, it's still hot. Yeah, obviously we're watching the Spain game. I know I'm late, I apologise. The England game overrun. Happy that England went through, but yeah, like to the point where the missus always works late and she was back before I was. So yeah, big up to everyone though. Hope you guys are all doing well. Let's get this link sent out. I don't know if Ahmad's around, but we can send him the link anyway. I know Georgia have scored. I know that for definite. I need to send this link to 10 as well. Twitter. Where are you, mate? Where are you, mate? Where are you, mate? Here's the link. Send that to him. Send that to Ahmad. I don't know if he's available, but send it anyway. And yeah, right, percent screen. That one. Don't know what I want to do. Let's just do this one for now. Let's just move me. But yeah, big up to everyone. Today's been manic, to be honest. Today has been absolutely bonkers. I do need to eat as well. Oh, I'm starving. Absolutely Marvin starving. Let's grab this. No old background. So yeah, I was at my mum's, that's why. Yeah. But yeah, we're here. We are here. Right. Georgia scored. I need to find this goal. I need to turn this fan on. It's going to get... I make my dinner too cold. I don't mind eating it cold, but I'd rather it not be cold. Right, come on. Right, let's find this game. Let's find this goal. Georgia. Where's this goal? So it's telling me they're taking the lead, but can you show me the actual goal? Okay, here it is. Oh, it's an own goal from Spain. Oh, shit. So it's whipped in. Oh, no. You never want to see it. Oh, no. Is it deja vu of the last game, your mouse scoring? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Good point. Good point. Very good point. To be fair, I haven't even seen the playing. Cavaschillia would be someone I'd like Bayern to sign, to be honest. I don't think they will, but I'd love him. I think he's brilliant. Everything is literally so rushed. I feel like my head's going to pop off. But yeah, big up to everyone that is in here. I know I'm super late, so a lot of people will be watching other people, which is fine. It's a good goal from them, though, to be fair. I wonder if Spain can get back in this. They aren't going to be happy if they go out because of a damn goal. These Euros have been so odd, though. Like, yeah, so odd. Man, oh, look at that save. I'm telling you, man, I want that keeper. So good. How is Jamal on corners at 16 years old? That is absolutely disgusting. Also, thanks for hosting this watch along. Currently in it's nah, man. Big up, bro. Big up. If you ever feel low, mate, just try and take some deep breaths. That's what I do. But yeah, no, never ever ever have to say thank you. It's nice, but you don't have to. It's fine. I love doing the Bayern View generally. It is a pain in the ass at times though, but I do love doing it. Come on. Come on, Bayern. Come on, Bayern. I'm so used to saying that. Come on, Spain. Make this game interesting, please. Can you see my screen? If I brighten this up, you shouldn't be able to see it. Shout out as well. A man like Interacts is my brother. Shout out to him. He wanted a shout out on the last stream. He wasn't happy that I ended it. So shout out. Shout out my brother. Even though he stinks. Did they actually? Mad. Says you. Oh. Raw. He didn't kick him in the face. Did he score or not? That guy's long shots are ridiculous. There's no other way of saying it. They are absolutely ridiculous. He did it against Bayern as well, and he obviously did it in the final to win then Man City the Champions League. Look at this. Pass. Gets the ball back. Passes it out wide. Then gets the ball and bosh. Wow. Does Morata get in front of the goalkeeper? It had to be Roger, didn't it? Wow. What a goal. Oh, there's a goal check. What are they checking for? Not sure what they're checking for. Does it count? They're happy? What's going on? Oh no, someone's got injured. They have to bring somebody else on. I hope he's alright. The guy that got injured. Spain should win, to be fair. But I didn't think England were going to win, so I'll say Spain, but we'll have to wait and see. Spain are a really good team. Really, really good team. Could you stream what on TikTok? I will get Taylor on, don't worry. Not tonight, though. But we will get him on. Okay. This stream, no, man. Good pass. What they give him Morata a yellow for? Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Stamps right on top of his foot. That looks painful. Must be a plane going above my house. I have no clue where I am. I've sent him the link. Give me 1 second. That's better. Right. Cool. Shut that over there. Sit down, and now I'm done. Now I'm completely done. Right. What we saying? Liam, you were alive after that England game, and how is this Spain goal allowed? Absolute robbery. Big up, yeah. Big up. Without a doubt. All right. Whipped in. No, it's not streaming. Right, that's half time anyway. Excuse me. But yeah, there's half time either way. Oh, now I need my fan on. It's just fucking typical. This is. Let's grab my phone. Oh, that's better. Having that fan on is so much better. It's so hot here. Madness of the game. Absolutely crazy. Excuse me, sorry. The hell is that? Some McDonald's advert. But yeah, 1-1. Not bad. Georgia actually haven't scored, obviously. Their goal was an own goal. But yeah, not bad. Brilliant goal by Rodri. He did it in the Champions League final. He did it against Bayern Munich. He's known now for scoring those rockets, and what a rocket it was as well. So fair enough to him. To be fair, but yeah, I'm expecting Spain to get another goal and go through. If we go on, what is it I want to go on? Wikipedia. So I know that they've got the thingy, the bracket, knockout stage. So Switzerland, England. So if Spain go through, they go against Germany. And then obviously we've got to wait for the Romania, Netherlands, and Austria, Turkey game, and then obviously the Portugal, Slovenia, and France, Belgium game. I'm sure there's probably going to be another upset. Would not surprise me whatsoever. It really wouldn't. To be fair, but yeah, it's going to be it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting, without a doubt. See what happens. But yeah, big up to everybody that is in here. I know I was late, so a lot of people will be watching on other people's channels, which is fine. Cool, calm, and collected. As always, the grind continues. Right, let's go. All right. All right. Let me give it a I don't need that. What are people saying about this game? No, I don't care about the England game right now. Go on. What's happening? Show more. Pedri, I want the Spain game. It's not trending because we scored. So there's so many. I think Alfonso Davies in Canada have advanced to the quarterfinals of the Copa America for the first time. Oh, damn! They actually got through that way. Interesting. Interesting. Southgate on the screen. But yeah, it's half time at the moment. 1-1, as you can see on the screen. Yes, it's mad. All I say to Bayern could collapse. I don't know if you have heard about that yet. Yeah. I did read that in the England stream. Unfortunately, a lot of the lads in there were a bit stressed on it. To me, I'm not so stressed at this moment in time. Just because I don't know what Bayern are going to do anyway. I don't know if he will work for Bayern. He's a very good player. I've watched a bit of his like clips and stuff. So yeah, I definitely want him. Don't get it twisted. I definitely want him, but I don't know what to think on it. And also, like, because it's a release clause, there is no negotiations. So the negotiations would be with the player and his representatives, not the thingy. His release clause at Palace was instantly because he wanted him. Yeah. I agree. I know where you're coming from, without a doubt. So we'll see, man. I'm really hoping he does come to Bayern. I want him, but his release clause is different from. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. And there's just minor details that just need to be sorted out. I think this is just natural in football. I think the reason some Bayern fans are a bit shaky is just because, number one, there's a couple big clubs in for him and looking at him and so on. And number two, it's just more the fact of, Rodrigo was sick. More the fact of, he's a good player, and we definitely want him. But just because the Ito one was done doesn't mean that one's going to be done as fast. Do you know what I mean? The Ito one seems a bit more of a different case, if that makes any sense. So I'm super happy at this moment in time. I'm not really bothered at this moment in time on what's being said about the whole thing, but we'll see. It's coming, when it coming from political, you do have to listen without a doubt. You most definitely have to listen, but at the same time, like the way I see it is, it's basically said it's not in jeopardy at this stage. Bayern want to finalise the deal as soon as possible because many clubs are trying to hijack the transfer, and he's determined to join Bayern. So unless United are going to pull something out of the bag, give me 1 second, 10, bro. Unless they're going to pull something out of the bag, I don't see anything happening, to be honest. I still think he will become a Bayern Munich player, let's say, but we'll have to wait and see. Right, what camera setup shall we go with? Let's go with this one. So let me bring him in. How you doing, man?
Doing good, obviously. Supporting Spain. Because I live in Spain as well. But yeah, I'm doing well. Just had dinner before the game. Watch the England game every now and then. But yeah, it was interesting, I would say.
Yeah. 100%, bro. Yeah, my apologies for not sending the link sooner. Obviously, I was a bit late because of the thing. Let's go behind. Cool. All right, we'll go like that. We'll do everything he can to retain him at the club. In my opinion, I don't think it will be easy. Well, you don't think it will be easy for you guys to keep him at Crystal Palace, or you don't think it will be easy for Bayern to get the deal done? What do you mean, mate? Can we use this layout, or is it in the way? It's not in the way. Okay, cool. You know what? Actually, I'll just drag this to the side, and we'll use that one. But yeah, make sure to check out 10 people if you haven't already. He's obviously helping me out being on the stream, but it's good to talk to you as always.
Yeah, I mean, based on the game right now, the Spain-Georgia game.
I don't think it'll be easy for Bayern to get them just based on how stubborn Spurs is. Well, who is Steve Parish though? Is he his agent?
No, Steve Parish is the club president of Crystal Palace, I think.
Oh right. Well, yeah, but there's nothing he can do about it.
I mean, I don't know. I think
because it's a release clause, isn't it?
Yeah, then obviously Crystal Palace are out of the negotiation. It's now up to Elise if he wants to agree terms or whatever.
Yeah. What's it say? Mr. Romania hasn't still.
I mean, I don't know. To be honest, it was just here because I went out this apartment, so it's just been here. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, if that's the answer, I don't know. It looks like
basically what he's saying is it's not his art; it was already there.
Yeah, but it looks like I guess an old, maybe back in the 80s, 70s, maybe in Spain, just on the outskirts. I don't know.
How do you find Spain? Do you like living there?
Yeah, I mean, I live in Galicia, so that's the closest La Liga club would be Celta Vigo, but the biggest club is probably Deportivo, which if I had to choose between the two, I say Deportivo. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, today's been sunny, but Galicia is known to being like similar to England, where it just rains and cold. So, I mean, I have to get used to it because I come from Philippines, but yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've only been in Spain for this would be what 9 months.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I'm still relatively new, trying to learn the language because they speak a different. They're not really Spanish, but trying to learn it a little bit.
Is Spanish hard to learn? I know German.
No, I mean, I think based on, I saw somewhere the index or the level of which language is hard for English speakers. They put Spanish as one of the easiest, and maybe German level 2. So maybe Spanish level 1, German level 2, maybe, or 3, because maybe German probably has I don't know. I mean, I've never learned German, so I don't really know. Yeah, and Romanian is also a Latin language, so it's similar to Spanish, French,
Okay, yeah.
Italian, and Portuguese. So let's say if you know Spanish, most likely you'll know Portuguese, French. Maybe not every single word, but you'll be like, oh, I understand this context, probably.
Okay.
But in terms of the game, the actual game itself, I mean, I saw the stat was like Spain 200 something plus passes, Georgia like 40 passes, and then it was like Georgia 1-0. So
It's just unfortunate, isn't it, that goal?
Yeah, I mean, literally the only attack or the first attack of the game, and they scored. Whereas Spain before that were like 5 chances already. So yeah, but obviously Spain got the goal from Rodri. So I mean, it'll be tough because we're not winning right now, but we'll see. I mean, in the qualifier against Georgia, they beat them 7-1, but when we beat them 3-1 at home, actually Georgia took the lead in that game as well. And the second half for me started a few seconds ago. But I do expect Spain to progress. Not like handsomely win, but just progress.
Okay, interesting. I'm happy that they're obviously giving him something.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, obviously. But we are negotiating the fee because UCL clubs have a different fee than the teams not in the UCL. Okay. Like I said, mate, I understand why you'd want to keep him, of course. But I'm confident that Bayern will get him. I really am. Oh, that was a terrible shot.
Yeah.
What's Fabian doing there?
I mean, so far I would say almost all, well, I don't know, maybe most Spain players. Obviously, Nico Williams has once again probably been the best player. Oh no.
Where do you think he'll end up? Do you think he'll go to Barca?
Obviously, I would love him at Newcastle, but if being realistic, feels someone like a Barcelona, I would say. I think Barcelona would probably sound very realistic just to play under Hansi Flick. So I think that would be a really good partnership. Spain on the attack. The one difference I've seen with De La Fuente, the Spain manager, and Luis Enrique Spain is that Spain are actually direct. Whereas like in the past, it's just been pass, and all that. But now, going 1-0 down against Georgia, I was still like, like, you know what? I'm still confident that Spain will score and get themselves back into the game. Whereas if it was under Luis Enrique, I'll be like, oh no, So that's the difference that De La Fuente has made with Spain. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so close. Kvaratskhelia almost shot from the halfway line, and it almost went in. Oh god. Yeah, almost a goal. But what do you think about the England game earlier?
It was just the same old boring old England. To be fair, I do feel bad for them because they basically played their heart out. Let me just quick 1 second. Let me just see this. Bosch. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow, he didn't even score. Holy crap!
So close. I was like, oh no.
I swear Simeon's been beaten like that before.
Yeah. I mean, oh, that's.
You got to be careful now. Wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. On the England game, it was just boring old England. I was expecting the same performance. I didn't expect us not to concede or anything like that. I was going for a 1-0 win. I thought we would steal it maybe at the end or maybe an own goal or something.
End up being that.
But yeah, to be fair, they in the first half they should have been 3-0 up. They really should have been.
Yeah, I saw like a few bits of it. I obviously when the TV said, "Oh, they scored" or something, I was like, "Oh." Now we get to see what England actually do because England have never been behind at these Euros.
It's just got to be typical that Jude Bellingham scores an overhead kick in the last minute.
Yeah, and then extra time comes in the first minute or two. Kane scores.
Yeah, I'm happy. That's the thing I'm most happy with is that Kane scored. Obviously, I'm happy that England are through, but I'm not expecting anything different. We've been utterly terrible.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't if somehow we get past Switzerland, I'll be happy.
I feel like
it's going to be hard because they're doing very, very well.
Yeah.
Do you? Sahid is asking, do you think Bellingham's overrated?
I would say no, and the reason is not because of the overhead kick, but Bellingham's actually done well. Yes.
There you go.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. But on Bellingham, I mean, to be honest, I really don't like Real Madrid, if I'm going to be honest. But if I don't have that extreme, not hatred on Real Madrid, but Bellingham's probably been one of their best players. He's been clutch. One against Barcelona in the Camp Nou. He's actually been, I'd probably say, apart from maybe Kane, of all English players, I think Bellingham's probably been the best player of English players. But I would say the only reason maybe Bellingham more than Kane as the most, you can say, best English player of the past 9-10 months is because Bellingham actually scores, well, obviously, yeah, he scores goals, but he actually won trophies as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like, obviously, coincidentally, probably two England's best players over the past year, we can say, are both playing abroad from England, and they both scored today. So I don't think he's overhyped or overrated, because that was, to be honest, that was like me with Neymar before maybe he went to Barcelona or before the Brazil World Cup. I was like, Neymar's a little bit overhyped, overrated, but then seeing him at the World Cup in 2014, because I am, old enough. I'm 25, 26, almost 26. I was like, Neymar's overhyped. But then at the World Cup and at Barcelona, Neymar shows up and he actually is quite good. And then now get to see that with Bellingham. So I don't think he's overhyped. But I will say the PR is crazy. I will say that. Between like Bellingham, Musiala, who else? Pedri, and a lot of these players.
Yeah. No, I get you. I have a different opinion, but that's obviously just opinion. So.
Yeah. I mean, former player and former now Real Madrid, Real Madrid player.
Yeah. Without a doubt. I generally just think he's basically a Mason Mount with PR, personally.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that because, to be honest, before he scored the goal today, he barely did anything. But I will say what separates players like him maybe would be like, just one moment can come in clutch like that.
Yeah.
To score an overhead kick in the last minute to practically save England. I don't think England will win the Euros, but let's just say England do win the Euros. To be honest, I do think Bellingham will probably win Player of the Tournament just because he literally saved England and he has the PR and all that. But, players like Bellingham, even Kane, have those clutch moments in them. And that separates, the good players and players that are actually very, very, good, like a Messi or Ronaldo. Sometimes Messi, you see Messi just walking around, almost doing nothing, but then he just pops up and scores a goal or something. So, those are the sort of players that people will probably be like, oh, but the PR or whatever. I'm like, those players do come in clutch. And today, Bellingham, come in clutch, even though he didn't play well, but, that's probably my opinion.
Yeah.
I do see the Mason Mount with PR review.
Question for you both. I, for example, can't even dribble with the ball or do anything with it. Can I still support and follow football? Bro, I can't even run with a football. I'll pass out and I'm just, don't have to worry about that. You can support football no matter.
Yeah.
Trust me, football will be nothing without the fans.
Yeah.
Like
obviously,
I'm sure you get bantered for being a Newcastle fan, don't you?
Yeah, of course. And I'm like, I don't know if you ever see the picture, like someone, and then in the background, like the TV is like, Newcastle haven't won a trophy in 60, 70 years. I'm like, have to deal with it. I have to accept it, and that's why I keep on saying, oh, I want Newcastle to at least win, even a Carabao Cup or an FA Cup. I'm not asking us to win the Premier League or a Champions League, but I expect us to now win at least one of the domestic cups. And if we don't, then, I'm going to call it out as a failed season, unless obviously we win the Prem or something. But, I want us to win a trophy so that I can finally celebrate one.
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm with you.
But yeah, of course, you can support or follow football, even if you can't, know how to dribble, or like my left foot isn't as good as Rodri, but I can still follow football or Newcastle or whatever.
It'd be the same thing with saying, why do you watch boxing or why do you watch the UFC? You can't fight, you know what I mean? So it's like, bloody hell, there's two bloody Spanish players down injured.
Yeah.
I've got to say, Cucurella has the best hair I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably been the best left back in the in the tournament so far. Because
as a Spanish resident, though, what do you make of him playing? Obviously, he's doing well. I'm not dissing him, but him playing over Grimaldo.
I mean, I know someone I can say close to, and he's like, I'd much rather have Grimaldo over Cucurella. But if Cucurella plays, he's like, at least do your job type of thing. And so far, Cucurella's done his job. Probably done even better than most people expected. But at the same time, Cucurella was actually part of the Tokyo Olympics team. I'm not sure if he was part of the Spain U19 or U20 team that won the under 20 Euros like 5 years ago. But Cucurella has been part of the system, and the manager of those teams is De La Fuente, who's the manager right now of Spain. So in a way, you can see De La Fuente as the like the Southgate route, because De La Fuente's never managed in club football, but he's been through the, you can say the system or the national team path, whatever you want to call it. So, I feel like De La Fuente probably trusts Cucurella and some of these other players over a Grimaldo or whatever.
Yeah, no, I get you. Reminds you of David Luiz? Oh, mate. Every time I think of David Luiz, I think of that free kick he scored in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah. Against Colombia.
Disgusting free kick.
Because it's one of those like unconventional. I don't know if you saw like the replay of this one up. It's not like the put your foot through it. It's like you side footed, but it gives like that back lift or something.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the best free kicks. But I'm not sure if we actually had a free kick goal at these Euros. Trying to remember if we had. Because I feel like nowadays, most players, when you have a free kick opportunity, you would probably just pass it, cross it into the box instead of, if you're in a good opportunity, you don't shoot it. But
Ahmad was so mad earlier.
Oh, with the
England game.
Oh, I mean, for me, I feel like I like to banter England, but I'm like, if England win, I'll be like, I don't really mind. But for me, I'm like, England does have the talent, and that's probably why they won today. It's not because of Southgate, because how can you still keep Foden and Bellingham with Kane, and all of them want to play in the same position? Sometimes I saw Kane every now and then was like in the middle, in the center circle, and not all the way, in the Slovakian box.
That's what I was saying to Ahmad. He was saying about Kane coming back, and I'm like, the problem is though, if Kane doesn't come back at all, let's just say he plays on the defender the whole time, and then we lose, people will moan that he doesn't get back to help.
Yeah.
But then because he's doing it all the time and he's not where he should be, like people were just going to moan no matter what.
Yeah, I think there was one like Kane put in a cross, and then there was no one at the end of it. You know who would be the perfect person at the end of that? Harry Kane.
Yeah, no, I agree about that.
But in terms of like England progressing in this tournament, I mean, I think Switzerland will be a difficult game.
Me too, yeah.
And it's not, to be honest, it's not really that like, oh, it's going to be a shock if Switzerland beats England. It's not really a shock, to be honest, because everyone knows England haven't been playing well. We could have, we were what, a minute or two away from a Slovakia-Switzerland quarterfinal.
Which no one's ever seen that.
Yeah.
To be fair, I won't lie. When Italy went out, I was happy. Obviously, I like banner in Italy because obviously they ripped into us with the whole "it's coming Rome" bullshit. But yeah, no one wants to see Italy versus England. Too boring. Yeah. England will be in the final. If they meet Germany, England will win. France and Spain, they won't. Okay, interesting.
Maybe.
We'll have to wait and see.
Well, actually, the team I have in the final of that bracket is actually Austria. Pre-tournament, I had Austria as my pick. Actually,
another really hard game.
Yeah, I think that would be the semifinal, Austria v England. I don't know. I still feel like England will just somehow bullshit their way to a semifinal, but then it'll be the story of like when England lost to Croatia at the World Cup. That feeling. Because I think pre-tournament I said Spain, Austria final. I mean, for now, hopefully, at the moment, it looks to be a good prediction. Because right now, Spain are winning. Austria looks good. You expect them to beat Turkey, and then it'll be against either Romania or Netherlands. And people saying, oh, Netherlands has a good chance of of going forward. I'm like, do you know who their manager is? It's Ronald Koeman.
I can see. I did tell you, didn't I? I said I can see Romania going through. I really can.
Yeah, I mean, here's a very interesting like pattern we see in major tournaments is like teams that didn't make the previous Euros or the previous World Cup, whatever. The next tournament, they make the quarterfinal minimum. There's always that one team. So, for example, for the Euros, like Euro 2012, England were in the quarterfinal, but they weren't in Euro 2008. And then Euro 2016, we had Wales and Iceland and Belgium. And then 2020, Denmark, they failed to qualify in 2016, but they made the quarterfinals minimum in 2021. So, Romania won in the last Euros. So hopefully, I do think it's either hopefully not Georgia, but we'll see. I do think it will either be Slovenia or Romania in the quarterfinal. One of the two. Because even Portugal haven't been that great. I mean, they lost to Georgia, the team we're watching. Are you a data scientist? No, I'm not a data scientist. And Ronaldo is coming on. So Cucurella is coming off. And who's the other one? Ayafabal. For, I would probably think, Nico Williams or Lamar. Oh, no, Morata's off. Okay. So I think... So Wadri is now the captain because Morata is actually coming off for Ayafabal. So I would assume Ayafabal will play as a center forward. But he's not really a center forward as well.
Right. Just got to quickly do something and I'll be back, okay?
Please do subscribe to the channel, like the video or like the stream, and put in the live chat. Who do you think will win the Euros? Do you think Georgia comes back? Or do you think it's over for them? Right now in the 67th minute of the game. And to be honest, if hopefully knock on wood, I do think Spain goes through. I think right now Spain are probably slowing the game down because right now in a winning position. But I do think if Spain do score a third goal in this game, it's probably game over because I do not see Georgia's attack being enough to score 2 more goals. Whereas, they can have one chance if Spain are only 2-1 up or whatever. But we'll see. Hopefully not famous last words. But so far in these Euros, we have seen the underdog team. Oh God, Georgia on the attack. And the shot is not even, it's more close to the fence than it is to the goal. But to be honest, the underdog teams in each of the knockout games have actually performed well. Maybe not get the result they get in the end. Italy, Switzerland, I meant. Switzerland, you can say are kind of underdogs because Italy are the champions. Well, now no longer will be champions soon. Switzerland performed well and they progress. And then last night when we did the Germany-Denmark weren't that bad. They scored a goal offside, but Denmark at least tried. And then obviously Slovakia, we know how that went, and Georgia, they took the lead against Spain. So, we could, there will be an underdog that will really break through and get into the quarterfinal. Obviously, I want it to be Romania. If it's not, then I hope it's like Slovenia, someone like that. I do think one of Slovenia or Romania makes the quarterfinal. I think if Slovenia loses or gets knocked out by Portugal, Romania goes through against Netherlands. If Slovenia beats Portugal, then maybe it'll be the end of the world for Romania, which I'm like, okay, fair enough. But I don't know. For some reason, I do see either one of Slovenia or Romania in the quarterfinal. But I think that's the most though either team will get to, because I do think the winner of France-Belgium wins that quarterfinal. And if most likely Austria, if it's Austria v Romania, I think Austria wins. If it's Austria v Netherlands, I think Austria wins. Georgia on the attack with about 20 minutes. Yeah, 20 minutes plus whatever added time to go. Lyon went for another KFC. I mean, to be honest, KFC is probably one of my favorite fast food brands, to be honest. I used to live in Thailand, if anyone wants to, is ever interested to know that. But the KFC in Thailand is really good. Spicy burger, Zinger burger, they call it, my favorite. Obviously, in Spain, the KFC's meh, to be honest. Tried it once and I'm like, I don't like it. McDonald's, meh. Burger King, haven't tried yet. But let's see, Spain on the attack. Well, to be honest, Spain are probably just slowing the game down. They have the lead, even though it's just a 1-goal lead, but it's still leading, still winning the game. And Mamadashvili claims, and Georgia will probably, Georgia wants the game to be, probably very fast paced. For them, playing with fire, Georgia and Mamadashvili. Rodri now on the ball for Spain. Pre-tournament, if anyone wants to know, my play of the tournament before the whole tournament started, I said Rodri would win it because I think Spain will win the Euros. But at this moment in time, who would I pick as player of the tournament from any nation? I wouldn't say Rodri, but I would say Fabian Ruiz. He did score as well today. So, not far off, just a different midfielder. But I do think Fabian Ruiz has probably been the best player of the tournament, even though he didn't play against Albania. But I'm pretty sure if he did, probably would have done very well in that Albania game. So I would say Fabian Ruiz of Spain, of PSG, would be the player of the tournament so far. We'll see how the quarterfinals, semis, and all that goes. But Rodri hasn't been that bad as well. Obviously scored the goal. And Rodri's one of those clutch players, whereas Lamine Yamal could get his first goal for Spain. And it's 3-1 to Spain. Lamine Yamal didn't score, but he did assist. Offside. Never mind. Well, let's see. I mean, if you're the ref, yeah, that's offside. If only Yamal was a bit slower, double his age, and it would still be probably 32 and probably very good. Well, I didn't even notice Dani Olmo was playing. Was he coming on? Oh, ref, I know it's offside. Yeah, no goal. Okay, play on. But yeah, Spain did have the ball in the net, but they didn't score. Well, actually, they scored, but it was offside. But once again, Spain trying to attack Lamar. I did that one. Georgia trying to get on the break. Ooh, oh no. Just clear it. Okay, just play on. And Spain have played on, and it's Nico Williams, a player I really, really rate. At his time at Athletic Bilbao, and he has done it. And it is 3-1 to Spain. Yes. To be honest, not Lamar. Nico Williams, I've raved about this guy for probably 2-3 years. Because he is really good. Probably, instead of Ruiz, I'll probably say Nico Williams player of the tournament. He's been that good. He's won a trophy at Athletic Bilbao. And he's been a player that's been very consistent at times. And, on a one-on-one situation against the goalkeeper of the tournament in Mamadashvili, smashes it in. And despite the first 30 minutes or whatever before Spain scored the equalizer, after Georgia took the lead, it did look like Spain would get it done in the end, and it happened. Is it okay? But yeah, as I said, with Spain, if this was under Luis Enrique, it would still be 1-0 to Georgia. But because this is the Levante ball, it's not like that. Spain actually go behind against a team that sets up at the low block, that's actually very good on the counter. Obviously, you have provided Scalia and Mikadadze, or whatever you say his name. But even though when Spain went behind, I was like, Spain can still win this, because this isn't Luis Enrique ball anymore. There's a reason why PSG still hasn't won the Champions League. And also why PSG lost to Newcastle. Almost. Twice. And Nico Williams. Very, very poor effort by, what do you call this? Poor effort from Dani Olmo. Oh, yeah, you are a Newcastle fan. Yeah, I'm a Newcastle fan. I am a Swede, so from Sweden. Tell me how you find Alexander Isak. I mean, Isak, at these Euros, he is on the same number of open play goals as Mbappe. I'm kidding. For me, Isak, obviously you would say Haaland's probably the best center forward, but I will say Isak has probably been the best center forward. Best center forward in the world. I think it's okay to say that because, if Chelsea are trying to bid for him, or at least try to be in talks with him. But we did see the quality of Alexander Isak probably firsthand at Euro 2020, so 3 years ago, when Sweden actually hold off Spain in that opening game. And everyone's like, Isak is decent. Obviously, when Newcastle signed him, when his final season with Sociedad, Isak only scored like 6 goals or something. But then he goes to Newcastle, gets his first goal in the debut when we lost to Liverpool. No surprise. And then got injured. But to be honest, if not Gordon, Isak's been Newcastle's best player. Even though, yes, there'll always be games where the center forward would not be very good. Trying to think of of some games where that is, but if it's hard for me to think of a time where Isak has been terrible, then that means a pretty good player. But yeah, Isak, to be honest, the good thing I'm kind of happy Sweden on at the Euros because it's less of a chance of Isak getting an injury, because that's how he got his long, lengthy injury when he first arrived at Newcastle. The first international break, gets injured in the Sweden camp and was out till like February or something like that, or January. And he needed time until like March, April of last year, 2022, to actually get going in the league again. So kind of happy that Sweden failed to qualify. But to be honest, if Sweden did qualify, I don't think Sweden would have done well at the Euros, if I'm going to be honest. You know, if you lose to Serbia 3-0 in a friendly, I know it's just a friendly, but yeah, Sweden have been good. But, you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, in the next 2, 3, maybe in 4 years, Sweden will be good again. I mean, like 6 years ago, Sweden were in the quarterfinal of the World Cup. They were almost a penalty shootout away against Ukraine to go back-to-back quarterfinals at Euro 2020. So Sweden are good. They're still a good team. Just not in the past year or two. But a couple of substitutions for Spain. And I want Nico Williams at Bayern. I think Nico Williams at any club would cook, I would say. Unless it's, I don't know, probably Man City. Because it's Jesus Navas and Mikel Merino, former Newcastle player for me. Maybe give Sané back to Manchester City when he was at least decent at Man City back then. But yeah, Sané, to be honest, just from what I've seen, only in Champions League, to be honest, he's been meh, to be honest. That's really back on the ball. So about 9.5 minutes plus whatever added time they put, which to be honest won't be much, because the only difference, the only stoppage have been Spain celebrating and substitutions. So I would probably think 3 minutes of added time. But because this game has probably now been won and Spain on the attack once again, Lamine Yamal can he even put it on target? Still waiting for that first goal. They pay Sané all that money, but trying to sell ligt. To be honest, even though the only times I really watch Bayern is Champions League nights, but ligt, would I have him as a Newcastle fan? Would I have him? Yes, I definitely would. I would take ligt. You know, I'm pretty sure Bayern won't sell him, but I don't know, to be honest. I do rate ligt as a defender, and as that goes in, Dani Olmo. Oh. And it's 4-1 to Spain. And when people thought this would be maybe a surprise result, unfortunately for the Georgians, not meant to be. But fair play to them. First major tournament, they beat Portugal. They actually gave a good game against Turkey in the opening game. Defended well against, to be honest, not a good Czech Republic team, and took the lead against Spain. Yeah, Spain looked really dangerous. And, you know, when Spain went a goal down, yes, of course, there were times where Spain were a little bit desperate to score. But the difference between Spain of Luis Enrique and De La Fuente right now, the manager, is that De La Fuente actually wants the team to actually attack. Whereas Luis Enrique, I'll say this right now again. If Luis Enrique was the Spain manager, Georgia would still be winning 1-0. So that's, to be honest, that's how confident I am with De La Fuente. Obviously, it could be famous last words and Spain lose to Germany. But I could say that's a 50-50 game between the two teams. But I would say, based on the history between Spain and Germany at major tournaments, Spain does have the advantage over Germany. Euro 2008 final, Spain won. World Cup 2010 semifinal, Spain won. Trying to think. In the Nations League, if you guys remember, maybe like 3-4 years ago, Spain beat Germany 6-0. And then at the World Cup in 2022, even though Spain weren't that great, scored the first goal against Germany. Obviously, they ended 1-1. So based on more recent history between Spain and Germany, I would put Spain favorite, but because of home advantage and Germany actually at least being decent and on the groove, whereas Nico Williams is on the groove and Spain could get fifth if they want to. I mean, they don't need to. And Jesus Navas, showing his age, couldn't even keep the ball in. The offensive tactics suits how the Spain, Spain, the team is built to. Yeah. For the very first time, wingers are actually taking on their man, whereas before, Spanish wingers would just pass it back. Pass. Of course, Nico Williams and Lamar do pass the ball, but at least they pass it with purpose, whereby it creates an attacking opportunity. So, yeah. And also, historically, Spain have been much better at European Championships than at World Cup. So maybe Spain wins this Euros and then goes out in the first knockout game of World Cup 2026. Maybe. It feels like that with Spain all the time. But yeah, it's been a while since Liam has been on. So hopefully I'm keeping the channel entertained as the most Bayern fan. Arriba España. Yeah. I don't know why I have it upside down, but yeah, Spain 4-1 against Georgia, not the US state, the country itself. But they will, if you're Georgia, you're like, just give an attack. Give another goal. Try get another goal. Because I don't think, Kvaratskhelia. They win the corner, Georgia. So even with the tournament's best goalkeeper, Mamardashvili, couldn't even, conceded 4 goals. But to be honest, Georgia have been a very good surprise at this tournament, even though there's more of a chance that Spain scores a 5th than Georgia getting a 2nd. But they do get another corner. So we'll see. But yeah, just about 2.5 minutes plus added time as the sun is still out here in Spain because we're in the same time zone as Germany. So the sun is still out at 10:46. Jesus Christ. Back home in the Philippines, where I am from, sunset is way before 7 o'clock. So it's a bit unusual for me. But now I've been used to it. It's nearly 11 o'clock and I can still see a bit of sunlight, but it is sunset. And unfortunately for Georgia, when it rains, it pours. The sunset for Georgia's campaign is going to be over in a few minutes' time.
I am genuinely sorry, bro. I'm back.
I hope I kept the channel and whoever else is viewing entertained.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
But yeah,
I missed like 3 damn goals. No, 2 goals.
Yeah. I already forgot. Well, one of the goals were actually really good. Nico Williams and I think it was Daniel Olmo that scored the other one.
All right, let me go on Twitter. Let me see if I can window. Thank you for keeping the chat going.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're happy then.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I did say to the people in the chat, like, it is expected that even though Spain go behind, I still trust the team to actually score goals, whereas under Enrique, they wouldn't. But under De La Fuente, they would, as Spain tried to get a fifth. Nico blocked. But yeah. Hey, you okay? Germany v Spain, it is. Yep. That's going to be a good game, Germany v Spain. Lamal, Yamal, Holmo. Straight at Mamadash, really. England very lucky today. Rout Germany.
Do you think Germany can beat them?
I don't know. To be honest, I did say, like, with recent history between Spain and Germany at major tournaments, Spain does get the better. Euro 2008, Spain won against Germany in the final. World Cup 2010 semi-final. And then, a year and a half ago in the World Cup in Qatar, even though Spain weren't that great, and Germany as well, Spain did score the first goal. So just based on recent history between the two sides, I do think Spain are probably at a better advantage, because I think to be honest, I did think we've seen some weakness, probably between both Spain and Germany, but I feel like with Germany, I mean, if they start Füllkrug, maybe Germany has a chance. But if you start Havertz, then, I mean, I don't know how many goals Germany would score, probably like 0 if it's Havertz as a center forward. But if it's Füllkrug, maybe Germany has a very good chance. But I feel like just the way that Spain are playing is pretty good. Just about a minute and a half to go. Spain killing it, yeah. What's the next games? France, Belgium. What do you think about tomorrow's games? The first one is France v Belgium.
I think France have that all over. Belgium have been like
terrible.
Terrible, yeah.
Lifted over. And how about what's the other one? Portugal v Slovenia.
Like
maybe Paulinho plays. We'll see.
Yeah. Spain. Well, I've got Spain on the brain. France have been terrible, but like they've not been as bad.
Yeah, as Belgium.
Belgium. The other game, I think Portugal will go through. Again, they're doing their thing. You know, their games are boring, but they're getting the victories.
Yeah.
You know, but
I would say Portugal haven't also been as convincing. Like the 3-0 against Turkey. I mean, one of the goals was literally probably one of the greatest own goals of all time.
Yeah.
And Spain did win the game. It's full time, 4-1. For me, between the two games, I can actually see this scoreline happening again for France to win. I really don't rate Belgium's defense at all. The fact that they kept the clean sheet against Romania, but yeah, I do think France wins, probably very convincingly. I think France will pop up in the tournament. They haven't been great, but they will pop up. And then Portugal, Slovenia. I said I think either one of Romania or Slovenia makes the quarterfinal. So why not? Let's go for some madness. Slovenia. And if Slovenia wins on penalties against Portugal, let's just say, Slovenia would be in the quarterfinal of the Euros without winning a single game because they would technically have 4 draws. Just considering how these Euros have been, I wouldn't be surprised if that sort of like scenario happens. Slovenia with no wins, but they are in the quarterfinal.
Yeah, that would be nuts. To be fair, that would be nuts.
I don't know. It just feels like it's against Portugal. 2016, Portugal won one game in 19 minutes when they won the trophy. I mean, I don't think Slovenia will win the Euros, but it feels like fate in a way.
Yeah.
At the same time, with Romania and Netherlands, Romania's only won 2 games ever at the Euros. Obviously, the one was at Munich. And guess where the game's at? In Munich. The Romania-Netherlands game. And the last time Romania won, the first time Romania won a game at the Euros was in 2000 in a stadium or in a country hosted in the Netherlands. So there's a little bit of fate between both Slovenia and...
Of course.
Yeah. But fair play to Georgia. I've enjoyed them, even though they got battered in the end. I've enjoyed Georgia. I'm pretty sure we'll enjoy more of the Euros, especially Switzerland. Let's see how many goals they'll score against England on Saturday night or Saturday afternoon. But yeah, big win for Spain. Spain v Germany.
Looking forward to that one.
And that's on Friday night. That game, Spain, Germany.
Yeah. It's getting there now. It's getting there. But yeah, big up to everyone that has watched. Big up to 10 for holding it down while I was busy. But yeah, make sure to go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. It's literally right in his name. Just type his name in, and then go for it. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you for the support. And until then, mia san mia. Peace out.